The Federal Reserve Bank system is designed to minimize inflation and recession by controlling the money supply that we have in the country. There are two concepts that you're going to need to know for the test. You're going to need to know the difference between intermediation and disintermediation. Banks and savings and loans and credit unions are considered to be intermediaries, and that is when you put your money in a savings account or a checking account, those banks and whatever are going to take your money and invest it themselves. They'll maintain some on hand, but most of that money will be invested. Disintermediation is where you bypass the banking system and invest directly for yourself. Controlling the money supply, the Federal Reserve has several ways of controlling the money supply. One, changing the discount rate, and all that is the interest rate that the Federal Reserve charges participating banks to borrow from them. Another is the change of the reserve requirement. This is the amount of money that they're required to keep on hand instead of investing out. The one that is the most effective is the open market operation, and that's their lending policy to governments, mainly the United States government. The discount rate can go up and down, and I think from a testing standpoint, just remember that as the discount rate goes up, typically interest rates on the local level goes up. As far as the open market operation is concerned, just remember that there's a certain amount of money in the Federal Reserve System that they have to lend out. And it goes back to supply and demand. Anytime that a large part of that money is given out to governments from the lending side, that means it's that much less money in the other side for consumers to borrow, which means interest rates typically go up. So anytime the U.S. government borrows money from the Federal Reserve Bank, interest rates typically are going to go up.